Okay, now we're recording. Welcome, everybody. Thank you, everybody, for joining us. And today, as you know, the month just ended. Just like actually last night, we had cleanup through last night. But we really just wanted to start this month off strong. So I'm going to kind of go around and just make sure everybody's muted here. But really, just to get started, we figured that a really good way to get everybody started with this month is really just to go over tips for motivation. The majority of you on this call right here, you guys have been with Vi at least, let's see, I think our newest right here, I'm looking around, I think Maggie's probably our newest, and she started promoting about 45 days ago. The rest of you, you have Gail, who's been with Vi about 3 years ago, and let's see, we have, Sharon, I think she's been with Vi, 2-3 years, right, Sharon? Yeah, okay, 3 years, okay, awesome. Yeah, so there's been a lot of people who's been with Vi for a while. So what the excitement, you first get going and everybody's so motivated and so excited that, unfortunately it starts dying off. So there's always just ways that you just need to, sometimes sit back, listen to just some potential just tips to either remotivate yourself or just new ideas of what you can do. For me, I think just new ideas, I get really excited when I think of a new idea. Like today, thinking of my new August ab challenge. That just motivated me. I'm like, ooh, okay, I sparked another idea, and I get really excited. So, of course, everybody is always just completely just motivated in different ways. Can you please go back? Okay, sorry, guys. Okay, so anyways, just to get started, again, we just ended the month, last month. Maybe you hit your goal. Maybe you didn't hit your goal. Maybe you didn't even have a goal. So, first and foremost, first thing that we really need to just determine in this call is what is your goal. So we're really just going to get started with your own personal goal. So your own personal challenge goal. What is your goal? I'm quite sure everybody here knows whether you're trying to lose weight, you're trying to build muscle. There is a goal. Everybody generally has a goal. Right now, I'm trying to shred my abs even more in 30 days and make sure I have more of a defined abs. That's my goal. So each of you all have your own individual goal. And really right now, I think we just really need to make sure you work on yourself. So if you haven't hit your goal, or maybe you're still working on your goal, find a new goal. Like I'm looking at Sarah. Sarah's front and center right there to me. She's already lost 16 pounds of fat. She already built 10 pounds of muscle, but I'm sure there's another goal you have. There's some sort of goal that we all have, whether it's by doing, a pull-up or doing something that really excites you or, busting out 40 push-ups. Whatever your goal is, have a goal and have it in mind. And of course, you want to go public with a goal. Everybody wants to see that you are setting goals for yourself and you're, of course, obtaining those goals. And I don't think I actually mentioned this, but I'm going to be going into more of the just individual type of motivation as also on the customer end. JC's going to, when he gets back, he's going to be going over more of the business end. So just starting off, this is literally just looking at you. So just working on you. Number 2, I'm sure you guys all know this, but of course you can't really ever pound this in enough, is really just maintaining a positive attitude. Okay. There's so many things that set you down. Set you back and bring you down. But really just the way that you wake up in the morning and just how you feel and the thoughts that go into your mind, whether they're negative or they're positive, that's going to completely dictate your day and essentially your mood and how you react to things. If you're in a bad mood, everything is going to set you back. And then it's like, oh, it's such a horrible day. And just remember that in life, what do they always say? It's 10% of what happens to you, 90% of how you react to it. So, of course, just always keep that in mind. It's just, we may have not hit our goal last month, but you know what? I'm going to move forward. I'm going to move on, and I'm learning from them. So that's the biggest thing. Just maintain a positive attitude. There's a lot of crappy things that happen in life, but this biggest thing is really just turning it around. And I know all of you on the line, every one of you, you're all very positive people, which is what I absolutely love working with each and every one of you. So I say the biggest thing is if you are already positive, I'm looking at pretty much every single face on this line, you guys are all extremely positive. So I would say since we are all very positive people, now JC just joined us, is really just trying to reflect that positivity outward, just making sure to help others, inspire others to have a positive day. So if you wake up and you're having a good mood because you're gonna tell yourself you're gonna have a good day, then try to bring that out in others, whether it's just posting a message on Facebook saying, hey, I hope everybody has a great day, or just something positive. I mean, there's a ton of you on the line that you guys always do that. I always see, you know, really awesome, encouraging things. Let's see, from Heather. Let's see who else has tons of positive. I know Hina on the line. Just thinking of just random people that always have really positive, encouraging things that people want to see your stuff. If people are sharing your stuff, then they're wanting to see your stuff on Facebook. So just make sure if you're here to have a positive attitude, just make sure it's known so that people are seeing that, because if they see you're positive, they're going to want to follow you too. And you know what? Maybe they don't see you in the newsfeed, but they're saying, hey, you know what? Man, I haven't seen Heather's stuff in a while. Let me go to her page. Let me find a way to brighten my day. And let me tell you, when I go to Heather's page, I always usually end up with a smile on my face because of all the cutesy little things that she has. And it's so like, oh, everything, you know, is so great and positive. But I'm telling you, I'm quite sure there's many days that Heather wakes up and she's kind of in a bad mood. I'm quite sure there is, Heather. I'm sure there is, but she's not. She doesn't let those days bring her down. So no matter what the heck is going on here, try to find a way, turn it around, flip it around, and always, always, always make sure people see a positive side to you. I'm telling you how I wake up. JC knows. I wake up in bad moods. Bad moods. I'm like, okay, I need coffee. Okay, I need to work out. Okay, I'm just grumpy. I don't know what's wrong. I just need sleep. I don't know. But I'm telling you, you'll never see that negative side of me on Facebook. Maybe in the house you will. But you're not going to see it on Facebook because I am going to be extremely positive. Okay, so on from that one. Let's see. So decrease is actually a good one. The perfect way to transition is to decrease or eliminate energy drains. Okay, so we all know there's a lot of energy drains. So whether it's at home, whether it's at the office, or whether it's on Facebook, I'll go into each of these individually. If it's at home, you know, find a way that you can, I guess, work around it. You know, I say one of the biggest things is communication. And I'll even go into this one situation. I don't think JC even knew that I was going to go into this. So his family was here, and we've had consistent issues with his family. Like just them just kind of yapping all kinds of stuff about me behind my back to JC. Okay? Just negative, negative, negative. And this last time they visited, I was like, I can't take this anymore. You can't, you're nice to my face, and then you talk a bunch of crap to me behind my back. So you know what? It took a lot. It took a lot of prayer. And it took a lot for me to finally say, you know what, I'm going to pick up the phone and I'm going to call them and I'm going to say, what's your problem with me? If you have a problem with me, then you need to speak. You need to tell me. You know, I am not a fan of, you know, just hearing it through him because it makes him have a bad day. It stresses me out. I'm like, why can't they tell me? We've been married for what, 5-6 years now. And yeah. So anyways, long story short, it got all handled out. I think that his family was more like taken by surprise at the fact that I even confronted this situation. But again, it all came down to communication. And I literally, the very end of that conversation, I literally said was, again, this is another situation that literally boiled down to the fact that you did not communicate with me, you communicated with JC. So sometimes in life it's going to take those steps to really just, let me tell you, I did not want to call them. I didn't want to call them. It was a scary thing to actually confront them. But it takes that communication and saying, okay, I'm going to do this. I'm not going to let this crap happen behind my back. I'm going to tell them that, hey, let's have communication. Those are things that are going to zap your energy. So once that's already out in the open and done and taken care of, let me tell you, I was at ease. I was perfectly and peacefully at ease. So whether stuff like that's happened at work, I'm sure there's probably people that say stupid stuff at work. If you just let it happen and just, you know what, be the bigger person and go to that person and say, hey, you know, maybe even just highlight something awesome about them. Yeah, I think you're an awesome person. We have a great time together. I just don't understand why I'm hearing these negative things about me when I'm not around. That person will generally be so taken back at the fact that you even acknowledge them. Then they're going to be like, okay, wow, I couldn't even believe that she even said that. So just find ways, of course, always approach it when you're not mad. I was like 2 days after when I approached it. I did not want to be mad because let me tell you, I was very angry and upset about it. But I did it. I'm telling you, if it works for me, it can definitely work for anybody else, no matter what the situation. If it can work for, you know, my sister-in-law, then it can definitely work for anybody in your family. Just communication. Oh, and then JC ended up calling her and telling about pretty much the same thing. And again, it was one of those things taken off by surprise. It was all boiled down lack of communication.
Things are good now.
Things are good now. Like literally, it was like to the point where we were never going to see each other again. That bad. Where they were like, nope, we don't want to see them ever again. So anyways, on to the bright side. Things are great now. Everything is good. All it takes is a little bit of communication. And onto Facebook. So talking about the Facebook part. Okay, when you see things on Facebook and you don't want to see it, let's just say you put a post of one of your morning shakes on there, and it's like a delicious apple cinnamon vi shake, and you write, oh, this is so delicious, and let's just say somebody comments with, yuck, that looks so disgusting. Why do I care to even see that? I am not going to sit there and say, oh, Sally, it's the most delicious thing in the world. No, I'm just going to delete it. Just delete it. Like, seriously, it's not that big of a deal. You don't want anybody else thinking like, oh, yuck, okay, then I don't want to try that. If they're saying yuck, just delete it. It's going to less stress. You don't want any negative vibes. Like, literally, I have no problem. There's many times that I've just deleted stuff that I saw. No problem at all. Okay, so besides that, going on, besides, eliminating all the bad vibes or energy drains.
One quick thing to that. If it's a habitual thing, and Heather, you know what I'm talking about. If it's a habitual thing where it doesn't stop after once or twice, get rid of the person. No one is worth that aggravation that you're going and putting yourself through. Get rid of the person. If you're worried about losing one friend, you're worried about the wrong thing. You can go out and make 5 friends in a heartbeat.
Very good point. I've unfriended quite a few people just because of that same reason. If they're nasty and negative and I'm like, I can't deal with you, I will unfriend you. First, I try hiding you. I try to hide you. And then I'm thinking, okay, yeah, I don't see this person's stuff. And then when they're like nasty and negative and I start seeing them again, I'm like, all right, I just got to unfriend them. So good point. I'm glad you brought that up. Okay, so on to that. So of course we're into motivation. Be passionate. I'm sure most of you, you have passion. Everybody's excited about something. So again, if you're not excited about the shake, you're not excited about the cereal, maybe you're not even excited about losing weight, then guess what? Maybe you're excited about the neon or the go. Find something that excites you. And if it's the neon that excites you, then hey, talk about the neon. It's an awesome energy drink. If you're excited about the shake because you think it's so delicious and it's helped change thousands of people's lives, be passionate about that. To me, I'm really just passionate about helping people, whether it's losing weight or building muscle with Project 10. So to me, that's my passion. I'm not gonna lie. If somebody asks me about neon, I'm probably not gonna sound too enthused about it. I need to gain more passion about it.
She's gonna transfer them to me.
Yeah, I need to. I'm like, you know what? You need to talk to my husband because I don't know that much about it. So for me, unfortunately, I need to develop a passion for it. I don't drink neon every day. I drink Go. So I have so much passion for Go. I can shoot a Go and go work out with another 4 clients. And I'm like, yay. But I'm telling you, neon, carbonated beverage before a workout, don't recommend it. Yeah, I don't recommend it. But anyways, so again, be passionate about what you do. Just find something that you're passionate about, whether it's helping people or helping other people create a business, and focus on your passion. And if you don't have a passion about any of it, I would encourage you to read a lot about Vi and find something that you have to have a passion for it. Because if you don't have passion, you don't have belief. You really don't have belief. And actually, that goes right into my next one, is actually having a complete belief. Whether it's, neon is the, top shelf energy drink and it glows and it's so amazing. Or the shake has helped make, hundreds of thousands transformations and helped change thousands of lives. You have to have a complete belief in what you do. If you don't have a belief for this, it's like, why are you doing it? If you don't believe that we are here for a mission, that we are helping to feed children, that we are making a difference in people's lives by helping them lose weight, helping them get off high blood pressure medication, diabetes, seriously changing their lives. And seriously, there's no reason to do this. You have to have a passion and a mission and a complete belief for this. I mean, we have the most amazing mission out of any network marketing company that there is. I mean, seriously, just again, if you don't know our full mission, then seriously go online and find out exactly what we do, because it's incredible. It's absolutely incredible. The kids that we help, the lives that we change is absolutely amazing. Okay, so, you know what? Educate yourself. I totally forgot that one. That was in there. Another thing is educate yourself. We all know this. We all hear about reading books. I'm not going to lie. I'm the first person that will raise my hand and say, I just don't really like reading. I really don't. I struggle with it with a passion. I hear Tara Wilson every single day telling us, you need to read books, you need to read books. I'm like, oh gosh, I'm like ADD. I'm like, I start reading. I'm like, ooh, I need to clean my house. Ooh, I need to do laundry. I need to do a million things. But there are 2 things that I highly recommend. Number 1, the daily power call. One thing I love about the daily power call is you can listen to it. And let me tell you, I can maintain focus when I'm listening to Rachel Jackson or Tara Wilson, because let me tell you, those two are like attention grabbers. You listen to it, you're like, ooh. And I even want to listen to it afterwards too. If I miss something, let's just say I got sidetracked and I go to the bathroom or something, forgot to take my phone with me. We all have done it, right? So I come back, I'm like, oh crap, I missed it. I can go back, go online, finish, like listen to the whole thing again. The first 10 minutes is literally an overview of VI. So if you don't know much about VI or how to explain it, call right at 3 o'clock. Or just listen to the whole thing, 3 o'clock. You'll hear the whole overview and how they describe the challenge and how we're helping people. Tara Wilson does an amazing job. Like every time I listen to her, I'm like, oh man, I need to listen to this every day. If you don't know how to talk to people, call the Daily Power Call, listen to Tara Wilson, and you'll know, well, this is why she's made, $3.5 million in 4 years, because she knows how to talk to people. Okay, so my second one, again, this is a book, but let me tell you, it was such an amazing, incredible book that it took me like only a week to read, which is major victory for me, because again, I don't really like to read. Eric Worre, GoPro. I'm sure the majority of you probably have always heard us stress about Eric Worre, WORRE, GoPro. It's 7 steps to becoming a network professional. Absolutely amazing information in there. There is like hands down by far the best book I've ever read about network marketing. It's all about, if I were to send you a link, would you watch it? So instead of saying, hey, I can send you a link, let me send it to you right now, and here's this, like I'm sure we've all probably have done, we've kind of vomited the mouth with all the information. It's all about getting people's permission to send them the information. You don't want to just send the information and say, hey, here's my link, and then just hope. And then all about getting the people's commitment, time afterwards. Amazing read. Okay, so of course, I know Chris was on the line. He is crazy into leadership and all kinds of other books. Absolutely amazing. Anything that you can possibly read. There is audible.com. I think we talked about last time. Audible.com has books you can listen to. I'm good with that. I can listen to books. So I started doing that. I just can't sit down and read them because I really won't do it. So audible.com is my other third suggestion. Okay, so going into there, we all have bad times, okay? We had bad times. We all ended last month. Again, like I was saying, maybe you hit your goal, maybe you didn't. And I'll just admit, we didn't hit our goal of our PQV. I wanted to hit $2,500 in PQV. I didn't. I was about $200 short of it. And you know what? Fortunately, I know I have a ton of room for improvement. I know I didn't do what I needed to do. I know I didn't do the steps that I normally do in order to go over my goals. So I have a lot of room for improvement. So fortunately for me, I'm not really stressed about it. I'm like, all right, I know I'm going to get way better this month. I know I'm going to focus on what I need to do. Of course, transformations are a huge thing. If you go to somebody who is hitting their $2,500 in PQV, which is Melissa Stinson, go onto her page. Check out all the transformations that she posts. And it'll be no surprise as to why every single month, Melissa Stinson is consistently hitting over $2,500 in PQV. If you need a transformation, don't go to results.ly.com. Go to Melissa Stinson's page. That's what I do. Seriously. I go to Melissa Stinson's page because she always will say the person's name. I don't have to go fish for it. I'm like, oh, yay. I go and I save it. And unfortunately, Melissa's on the phone to hear how I think seriously her page is awesome. She does a really good job of making sure it's a combination of fitness, health, transformations, her personal stuff. It's not just, oh, buy. So just make sure don't go buy. People are going to unfollow you. But when you do post transformation, which I recommend no more than once like every day or every 2 days, Melissa Stinson, awesome. She's always very positive and motivating when she talks about the people. Seriously, copy and paste her verbiage if you want, whatever. But it is absolutely awesome. But anyways, getting back to the point of if you didn't hit your goals like we didn't, and there are also going to be months that let's just say you put in so much effort and you're like, oh my gosh, I worked so hard. I worked my booty off like every single day and I still didn't hit my goals. Those are the months that, those ones are really crappy because those have happened to us too. But I know I did everything. I was like, I did everything that I felt like I could do and I still didn't hit my goals. So again, you're going to have good times. You're going to have bad times. But one of the best things in order to stay motivated during these difficult times, okay? So just how to stay motivated really just comes down to core belief. I think I was already talking about the beliefs. But these are really, for me, of course, most of you guys know I'm very religious, but I believe that God presents these obstacles. So for us, it was the obstacle of not hitting, our $2,500 PQV goal last night. And if anybody is on the line that doesn't know PQV, it's a personal qualification volume. So that is just your personal customers that you have on the line. So he presents all these obstacles in order to test me to see if I really deserve it. Okay. So for me, I really just see it as, okay, he's testing me with these situations, and how am I going to get stronger? I just feel like there's ways for me to grow, whether it's, leadership wise, or maybe with my customers and being a better role model for my customers, or just how can I get better from there? So I don't take it as, oh, this is just so bad. I'm done with this fly thing, because it's not working for me. It's really not working for me. No, it works. It works for a lot of people. It really, really does. And just really focusing on, okay, I have these core values. I know that when obstacles happen in life, no matter what, even if you get into an accident, a car accident, or whatever, seriously saying that, okay, this was meant to happen for a reason. It's not the world against me. It's that, okay, now I know that, okay, maybe I shouldn't have been texting and driving, or maybe I shouldn't have been speeding, whatever the reason. There's something that you should have maybe thought about that you could have improved upon. Maybe it's saving you from something else. Like when I got a speeding ticket one time, I was going not even I think 10 miles over. So I was a little mad at first, but I was like, you know what? This is a way to save me from potentially getting an accident on this street that same day. Or maybe, it's helping me in the future. So I always just think about, how did you not hit your goal? How is it going to help you in the future to mold you into a better person? And of course, one thing, really just one big way, I would say, really just to start your month out right, is just also based on posture. If you guys haven't watched the daily power call that Tara Wilson did, highly recommend it. It's all about posture, and it's all about just how to talk to your customers or potential customers, prospects, not even just about the challenge, but also about the neon, and really just your posture of how you present yourself. And really just what she was saying about is just, there are so many people that are doing it, that they're getting customers, that they are getting executive promoters, that they were getting all this. So why aren't you? It's not that, oh, I just don't have the right friends. Oh, I don't have the right people to talk to. Or, oh, it's just, I live in Ohio and nobody has money here. No, it's the way that you speak to them. It comes down completely to your posture. Or AutoShip. Oh, none of my friends want to go with AutoShip. But it's like, okay, well, there are thousands of other people that are on AutoShip every single month. So again, it has to come down to what you are saying and how you are saying it. So instead of saying, oh, people aren't doing this, say, what am I doing wrong? Because potentially you probably are doing something wrong. I know there's a lot of things that I do wrong because I don't speak all the time with enough posture, especially to my personal training clients. I don't want them to feel like, oh my gosh, she's pressuring me into doing this. So I know that with posture and the way that you can speak to them better will come better results. So of course, it's a learning process. I'm still working on it. So definitely check out those daily power calls, because that's exactly where you will learn about all that posture and of course most of the stuff that I went into. And I'm going to pass this over to JC, who's going to go more into the business side. And I'm glad I didn't take up too long. I felt like I was talking a long time. So sorry, guys, if you felt like that way too. So I'm going to pass it over to JC. So go ahead, JC, take it away.
All right, everyone. Thank you guys again for joining us. Thank you, Alicia, for those. My part is going to be more on the business side of it, but it will kind of bleed into other areas as well. But I wanted to start off with a question. And please do not take this in the wrong way. I am asking this, and I am asking myself this as well. So please, never anything that we say is meant to criticize or demean or anything like that. It is seriously because we are feeling the exact same way, and we ask ourselves these questions as well. So if someone were to ask you, if someone were to pay you for the work that you did last month, in the last 30 days, if someone were to pay you for the work that you did in ViSalus, with your ViSalus business in the last 30 days, how much would that be? Don't give me an answer. Just think about it.
I'm just going to say it's not going to be very much for me.
Because for us, last month sucked. We will be 100% transparent with you guys. We're not going to be, fake and, oh yeah, we did great. Everything's going great. No, last month sucked. We didn't hit our goal. We'll be the first one to tell you we didn't hit our goal. We didn't hit our goal, and that's not going to happen again. So how much would that pay you? Think about that just to start off. So how can you improve that number that you just thought about in your head, right? If you treat Vi like it's your business, truly like it's your business, actually treat it when you first get started, treat it like it's your job. It's your second job, or if it might be your only job, because you want that financial freedom. You want that time freedom. You want all those things that come along with success in Vi. But in order to get to that point, you have to treat it like it is a job, and you have to put in the 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, however many hours it is that you can devote to it daily, consistently every day, in order to get what you want out of it. Most people come in and they're just like, yeah, I want to do this. I want to make X amount of money, and I want to make $500 extra a month. That would be great because that'll give me the savings account that I can take my vacation every 6 months or whatever. Awesome. But if you don't put in the work, it's not going to happen. So that's a thing that it's for you, for me, for anyone, any rank. If they don't put in the work, it's not going to happen. So treat it like it's your job for a certain amount of time, and you will achieve your goals. If you put in X amount of work daily, you will achieve your goal. Consistent X amount of work daily. So if you're working, let's say 3 hours, you're working 3 hours a day on ViSalus. It should not be your goal to work 3 hours a day in ViSalus. If your goal is to work 3 hours a day in ViSalus, stop. Because you go to work for how many hours a day? Most everyone here has a job, and usually a job is 8 hours a day, right? So you go to work for 8 hours a day, and you don't go to work saying, my goal today is to work 8 hours. No, you're expected to work 8 hours because that is your job. That is what is expected of you. That is your routine. So your routine in your Vi business should be, I'm going to work X amount of hours. Everyone has different amount of hours, even if it's only one. Make sure you get that full one in though, on a routinely basis. If you take one day off, so be it. That's totally fine. Make sure you're doing it consistently. Because if you don't do it consistently, it's not a job. It is just something that you kind of do whenever you do. And if you're going to do that, that is also fine. But you cannot expect the results that you want out of it if you're not consistent. So wanted to get that point really, really quickly across, because honestly, I personally failed at it. I treated it like it was just this thing that I was doing last month, and I reaped the results. So this month, our goal is to be consistent with the X amount of hours. She can put in a certain amount of hours, I can put in a certain amount of hours, and we're going to be consistent on it and reach our goals. So if you do your X amount of hours, make sure that your X amount of hours is meaningful work. By meaningful work, I don't mean scrolling through Facebook. I don't mean, scrolling through Facebook, really the number one killer. That's really the number one killer in my productivity is I start going through Facebook. Now, it's different when you're going through Facebook looking for a specific person that you want to see what they've posted so you can relate to the person and approach them. Totally different. But just meaningful, just scrolling through Facebook, that is a time killer. If you want to do that on your not 1-2 hours of ViSalus business, totally fine. Just don't count that in your 1, 2, 3, 4, whatever amount of hours that you're going to do. That way, it does not kill your productivity for your business, right? So by meaningful work, I mean challenge parties, challenge groups, challenge hours, one-on-ones, your GSTs. And I'm going to hit on that again here in a minute. And extended GSTs. Those are meaningful things that you can do for your business, meaningful work. If you do these things during your amount of time, you will see results. There is no way that you cannot have results when you are doing these things consistently, routinely. You will see results. You definitely will. You will see it. Look what like she said, Melissa Stinson. Her goal is 2,500 PQV. She does routine work every single day. She has a job now. She's getting up an hour beforehand just to get her stuff in so she can make sure that she hits her goals, and she's hit her goals. So even if it's not building a big team, if your goal is just to hit that $2,500 and have that $500-600 of income just from getting customers, that is an awesome goal, and you will hit it if you put that routine work in. So this leads me to the next point, and I'm going to need you to individually unmute yourself to give me the response. Here we go, interactive. You have to believe. You have to truly, truly believe that you can achieve whatever goal it is that you have. So my question for you is, if it starts with belief, why did you start your ViSalus business? Gail, you're first.
I started first to lose weight, and then I saw results, and I wanted to share it with other people.
Perfect.
Now I want money.
I love
There's nothing wrong with that.
She's like,
and now I want money. All right.
Did she freeze? Is that why?
Yeah, I think
she froze right at the right time. That's hilarious.
Yeah, that's pretty funny. Awesome, Gail. Thank you for being. Oh, 1 second. I lost you guys.
You're right there. Go down there. Sorry. Jason
Sorry
went to
about
the wrong
that.
Page.
Yep.
There you go.
I clicked
on Heather.
All right, Heather, you are next.
Well, let's see. I started because I wanted to help people. That was my main goal.
Absolutely.
And not really to make money. I wanted to try a new product because I was kind of stuck in my own journey, losing weight. So I wanted to kickstart my own process. And then in the meantime, I wanted to help others. And so this was just a really good opportunity to do so.
Perfect.
Awesome.
Thank you, Heather. Sharon, you're next.
Oh,
make sure you take yourself off mute.
Here, we'll unmute you. There we go. Go for it.
Okay. I would say obviously to lose weight to start with, but also it was really easy, really quick to see that this was the perfect place, the perfect time, the place to be. I mean, it was like, for one thing, Jen May and Tara Wilson did my first party for me. They came and did my first party. So to hear their testimonies, and that was way back in the beginning, 3 years ago of their career, it was obvious that this was like the perfect storm. And I still think it is. I think it's only gotten bigger and more obvious that it's the perfect storm, the perfect place to be. But that's why this company, as far as why I wanted to do some type of network marketing business, a home business, was to be able to retire. Because I've been a hairstylist and you just can't be on your feet.
Yes.
Are we still there?
Yep. Yeah, we're here.
I had a little reminder for the corporate call, blanked my screen out. Looking for a home business to be able to time freedom. I'm a grandma. I want to retire.
Awesome.
Absolutely.
Perfect. Okay.
Thank you, Sharon.
Thank you. And that's why your hair looks so good too.
Yeah.
So Maggie, on to you.
Yikes. Pretty much mainly just to help people make money. Yes, eventually it'll happen little by little, but mainly just to help people out.
Awesome. Great answer. Okay, on to you, Hina.
Hey guys, so I used to suffer from really, really bad migraines, and my asthma and everything else was really bad. And somebody recommended that I try it out, and I did. And I actually managed my migraines went away after about a week on the challenge, and it took a few months, like maybe 6 months, for me to no longer depend on my asthma medication. And I know I had like Crohn's and colitis, and I had a whole bunch of other issues, and those also went away. So I guess my why was because it helped me, I wanted to go and help others to do the same thing as well. So.
Awesome. I love that, Hina.
Perfect.
Thank you, now we are on to Dee Dee. She's our brand new executive promoter, enrolled by Fabian. And you'll see her on Facebook. She goes by, it's Deandra, right? Deandra? Deandrea. Okay, I only know you by Dee Dee. So welcome. So go right ahead.
Hi. I think it's a combination of all the three too, to help people to jumpstart my own goals in fitness, and as well make extra money.
Awesome.
Perfect.
Perfect. Okay, we are going on to Chris. Go, Chris.
Chris, you're driving. Don't look at us. Just talk.
I've been looking to start a side business for a while, looking into what's going to happen after the military. So when JC introduced me to ViSalus, I noticed that you can combine what I was looking for with health and fitness. I thought it would be a good match.
Awesome.
I want to be able to help out with my wife and help her with her goals. And when it was working for her and we started introducing it to other people, my goals changed. Some people actually, they get so appreciative and they open up. And that's a different aspect of the business that I didn't think, the whole people business. So now my goals are different, but those were before, those are now, pretty much.
Awesome. Perfect.
Thank you, Chris.
Okay, thank you. We're going to mute you out and on to, actually, Sarah, you're already unmuted. So go ahead, Sarah. Oh, maybe you're not unmuted. No. You're not muted.
Yeah.
Oh,
Go
can you hear
for it. We can hear you now.
Yep, now we can.
The reason I started was for a learning experience because I'm going to school for business, and I wanted to learn how to effectively talk to and communicate with other people more. And then once I seen what we do, then I just fell in love with that. We actually can help others because it's helped us so much. So why not, right?
I love that answer. And I realize I'm going to mute you out, Sarah. I just realized everybody has so much of a different answer, and that was definitely unique. I didn't actually expect to hear that from you, Sarah, so I loved it.
That's why I did that, though. So everyone can see that everyone has a different answer, that some of them might kind of bleed over into the same one, but everyone has their own reason why they started.
Can I share mine?
Sure.
Since JC wouldn't go into mine. And you guys might actually find this very, very interesting, is that when I started, I guess I'd never even watched an overview video. I didn't even watch anything. All I was doing was just talking to people, and they were so centered on money and BMWs. So I didn't even think about the idea of even helping people. So I just wanted to make some money. That was it. I was like, hey, get a bunch of bills, maybe an extra $100 a month. Okay, cool. I'm never going to win that. Never going to earn that BMW. I know. I just want to make a little extra money. And it's so funny because now my goals are totally different. I realize how much of a passion I have with helping people. And I figure, hey, focus on the people, and that's when the money comes, like we always say. So go ahead, JC.
So I might as well share mine too. So mine was, I needed to lose weight. I knew I needed to lose weight. So that was the number one. The number two, when I saw the business side of it, because honestly, I wasn't even approached about the business side of it when I got told. I just said, this thing's going to make you lose weight, so come find out about it. And then we got approached when we got to the party. Never watched the overview. We got to the party late. Is everybody that was joining was with me at work. Mind you, nobody from that party is still in ViSalus. It's just us. So their whys were not big enough. They didn't know they didn't have a belief in why they started. This is just a thing that they did. And it's going to happen. It's going to happen, and it's okay. It's okay for those people. If it's not for them, they come and they will go. The people that stay are the ones that have a true belief of what they're doing, why they're doing it. And that's why I brought that up, because that has to be here. If it's not here, then do some soul searching, talk to us. We can find that. If it is there, if it's not, that's okay. Same thing. It's okay. All right. This brings me to my next point. In order to launch your month effectively, right? And to motivate yourself to get out there and just nail it, you need to be always sharing your message. What I mean by that is sharing the challenge. Everywhere you go, you should be wearing this shirt if you have it. If you don't have one, get one. If you can't get one, make something that looks like it. I mean, get everywhere you go, you should be wearing buy attire. I literally, my family part of the thing is they think I'm crazy because I literally wear something buy everywhere I go.
So do I.
The only time I don't do it is to church, just because it's kind of weird. So I don't wear it to church. But other than that, but they all know that I have this on all the other time. But seriously, wear your buy attire everywhere you go. Talk about the challenge every chance you get. If you can't talk about the challenge when you're out there, connect with them on Facebook. You don't have to go blurb, oh, the challenge doesn't know. Hey, you know what? You seem like a pretty cool person. Let's connect on Facebook. Guess what? They're going to see if you're posting. They're going to see what you're posting. And there you go. You got a new prospect. All right? Have a sense of urgency. We're starting the month. Last month is last month. Didi, this is your first month. So it's perfect for you. This is your first month. So have a sense of urgency in your actions. If you have a sense of urgency in your actions, you're going to see fast results. And everyone wants a fast result, right? Heather is on vacation. She's in Lake Tahoe right now. She's on the call right now. Special props to you, girl.
Yeah, special props. I didn't expect to see you. So that's
last
awesome.
night, she sent me a message. She says, hey, I got 2 girls that are getting ready to get started. She's on vacation and she's about to close 2 shake kits. That is amazing. She has a sense of urgency in opening her month.
Yeah,
she's going to see the results in opening the month. So have a sense of urgency. There is a law of diminishing intent. If you don't know what the law of diminishing intent is, here it is.
I don't know either.
So if someone gets started in anything in life, it doesn't have to be just this business, but if someone gets started in anything in life and they don't get going right away, typically they will drop it. That is why we have triple points. That is why we have double points. That is why we have rising star. We have all of these things to make sure that you get going right when you start and hit these goals so that you get going, you see results quickly, and you keep going. Now, if you're already past that, hey, you can always requalify as director. Any win, you can hit $1,000 in PQV, get to that 20%, commission. Any one of those little things is going to get you going. But if you don't get started, so let's say you enroll somebody tomorrow. This is where I'm going with this. If you enroll someone tomorrow, it's not just about you. You enroll someone tomorrow and you do not have the posture of, listen, this is why you need to get started right away. There's triple points on the table. You're going to earn 3 times the amount that anyone else is going to earn. There's double points. There's rising star. All of those things. There's a lifetime challenge bonus that if you don't hit rising star, you're never going to earn that extra bonus off of every single person. So all of these things are put in place because the law of diminishing intent is going to kick in. If they don't see a win right away, they will typically quit. There are some people that are strong and they will go past that. Chris, I'm looking at you. You are one of those strong people. It takes a lot to break you down.
He did, and I admire.
No, he did, but he didn't let the not getting the triple points get to him. He didn't let the not getting the double points. He still made it by the end of the month. That's awesome. That is not letting that law of diminishing intent kick in. You can move past that. You have a higher mindset. Not everybody has that. Some people that are not on this call do not have that. So we have to get our new people the quick win. And even for us, we have to just get on whatever the goal is and just get to it so you can have that quick win and get yourself momentum. All it takes is one. All it takes is one. There's a reason for us doing the power of one. And at the end, you'll hear me say something about the power of one again. But there's a reason. All it takes is one to build that momentum. All right, I know I'm getting close on time. It's 10 o'clock. I'll tell you one thing. Division calls are great, but I know what the topic is tonight. This is more important.
I'm going to agree it is.
This is more important. So don't feel like you're, oh my gosh, I'm going to be late for the call. Trust me, this is more important. All right. Most people are used to being told what to do. They have an employee mindset. It's always about telling them where to be, how to be, what to wear, when you can go to lunch, when you can leave for the day, when you can take vacation, all these things. It's a natural thing. It's not a bad thing. It's a natural human thing. We are exactly from little kids, we're told what to do and how to do it. And we just go through school and then we go to college and then we get a little bit more freedom, but then you go to work and they tell you exactly what to do, what your schedule is, everything like that. So it's built in us. It's built in us to be told what to do. So when you get somebody new in your business, whether it be a customer or a promoter, it doesn't matter. Customers are just as important. Never, never, never lose focus of your customers. If you lose focus of your customers, your business will dwindle. I promise you. Look at Heather and how she deals with her customers. That is a perfect example of how to keep track of your customers, keep your customers motivated, and keep them going on their challenge. That will do nothing but great things for you because they will refer people to you. And the sense of gratitude that Heather gets, there's not a price tag on that. The same thing for us. When we get messages from her clients, from people that I've enrolled on the challenge, those are the most gratifying things in the world. So never lose focus on that. But like I was saying, people have an employee mindset. It's not something negative. It's a fact. It's just the way we are. You as a leader, and every person on this line is a leader. If you've decided to start your own business because you are a business owner, don't forget that you are a business owner. You are a small business owner. If you've decided to do that, you are now a leader. You have stepped up into a class of people that leads. You are a step above everybody else. Don't forget that. So no matter how bad your day is going, remember that. You are a leader. You are a small business owner. You have way more going than a lot of Americans do, okay? Don't forget that. But you have to show them the sense of urgency. If you don't show a sense of urgency to the people, they're gonna be expecting you to grab their hand and take you through it. Most people join you because they're gonna see that even as a customer or promoter, they're going to see that you're going to teach them what to do and how to do it. If you don't do that, they will not succeed as a customer or as a promoter. So never forget that. You have to show them. Don't leave it to time. I know this is talking a lot about urgency, but really don't leave it to time. Start them right away. If you have a customer, give them exactly what they need to do. If you have a promoter, watch that GST before you leave their house right away. The extended GST is their homework. If you're leaving, or if you're not with the person, have them watch the extended GST after you've already watched the GST. So tonight, in 24 hours, I'll call you. You should have watched this. It's an hour long, but trust me, it is imperative, because if they go out there and they start posting and they start getting negative comments, they're not going to know how to deal with it. Nick teaches us what to do and how to accept the negative comments, and you're going to get this and you're going to get that. He teaches us all that in the extended GST. So if you haven't watched it, please watch it. Please watch it. It's an hour, but it is well worth the hour of your time. Promise. All right. This leads me to my ending thoughts. And this is part of, I wasn't even going to talk about this, but I was on that regional director call real quick. And I was like, okay, I'm going to share a couple of these things with you. Celebrate the victories. Over the next 48 hours, we're going to be calling whoever posts in the group or messages us. I'd rather it be a personal message, so you don't have to, say, oh yeah, I want to do it. Send us a personal message and say, I have a goal for August. I want to do anything, whatever your goal is. I want to set up a time with you to do an open the month call. We're not going to force the open the month call on everybody. Personally, for me, it was forced upon us when we first got here, and it was a little weird at times because I didn't have a goal when I first got started. But if you have a goal, we're opening ourselves up for calls to do open the month call where we will, map out a plan for you to hit your goal. And if you are looking to run for a certain rank, we will set up an exact plan on what to do for that certain rank. And we will explain to you what it will take to get to that certain rank. Because it's great to want to hit RD. Everyone wants to hit RD. Everyone wants to hit ND. But there is a very, very sacrifice-driven plan that has to come with those things. So we will share that with you if you are ready. We want to know who's ready. So on Facebook, send us a message, and we will respond back to you with what time we can do it in the next 48 hours.
Or even director. If your goal is just to even qualify for director or re-qualify for director.
1,000 PQV.
Don't think, 1,000 PQV. 2,500, whatever the goal.
Whatever
don't feel like he said RG. Don't think it has to be way up.
I'm just throwing it out there, yes.
Even 3 customers, whatever your goal is.
It doesn't matter if you're in our downline or not. So that's another thing. It does not matter if you're in our downline, sideline, anyone can get this same treatment, okay? So we are less than 90 days from Vitality. You guys hear me preach about the events all the time. The only reason I preach about the events is because events are where the belief gets solidified. You hear the stories. You see the stories. You can relate to one of the stories at the events. So there are 4 regional events still coming up soon. There is the 7th and the 8th in Philadelphia, the 14th and the 15th in Chicago, the 21st to the 22nd in Jacksonville, Florida, and then the 28th and the 29th in Houston, Texas. I know, Chris, you already went to yours. Hina, you are coming to Jacksonville. Sarah, I believe you have an event, so you cannot make Jacksonville. If that changes, please let us know. Dee Dee, we would love to see you in Jacksonville. We will talk about that soon. Magdi, we would love to take you to Jacksonville. Talk about that soon. And Gail, I know you're already registered for Jacksonville. Now, Vitality is October 23rd. October 23rd. So you have less than 90 days to set up whatever goal it is you want to reach whatever rank it is that you want to be crossing that stage at Vitality. The greatest feeling that I've had at an event, other than the regional champion, that was pretty flipping cool. But crossing the stage as a regional director in Louisville was pretty freaking awesome. I won't lie. That feeling of crossing that stage as a rising star director, as a regional director, as an ND, as anything, there's nothing that compares to that. Crossing that stage, having everyone cheering for you, the music pumping, it is an amazing, amazing feeling. So please, if you have not given the thought, give the thought to go into the events, and we will help you, of course, with anything for that. With that,
I have one more thing. Because here's the biggest thing, just like JC said, the feeling of crossing the stage and getting on stage with the potential to win $5,000 as a regional champion was amazing. Guess what? If we didn't enter, we would have never been on stage. So every single one of you,
as long as they hit 90 days. As long as they've hit 90 days.
As long as they've hit, okay, sorry. You had to be, well, there's 90 days up through now in Vitality.
Yeah.
So the contest, there's a deadline. I don't know when it is, but everybody has a chance to win, whether or not you want to go to weight loss, to active. You can even do active couple. That's what we did. We were the active couple. You can enter to win one of these. The last guy who won $5,000 for the weight loss, he was up against some guys that lost like 200 pounds. However, it didn't happen in 1 year. Just remember, this is all for 1 year. He won, and he only lost 50 pounds. 50 pounds, and he was up against guys that lost over 200 pounds. So just remember, these goals are a lot smaller, and they're selecting people goals, based on your 90-day goal. You still have time. And let me tell you, JC and I, this ab challenge that we started, it's because we are entering because we're going to have some shredded abs, and we're going to put some pictures up, and we're going to, I don't know what we're entering in, but we're going to enter in something because we want to win again. Not again, but we're going to win at least regional champions again, one or the other. Because let me tell you, it's exciting. And then when people see your pictures, your before and after, they're every single Sunday because you're like, oh, go for us, go for us. That's how you get people to ask about this challenge. So it's huge. And so I would say for everybody, think about it. I know everybody has some sort of goal, whether or not, even if you lose 12 pounds, whatever, you can still enter and put your picture up. Like Gail, it'd be awesome to see a cute little picture of you, before and after this year. And Heather, especially you, because you have an awesome transformation this past year. So you would be fit. Yeah. So I'm telling you, you have to enter. I don't care if you only lost 4 pounds. Put it up. Enter to win. You're going to have, all you have to do is really just put your before and after picture, put your story. We will all share. If you don't even want to share your own post, we're going to share for you. So we're going to be like, oh yeah, I got to vote for my friend Heather or Gail, whoever. I'm telling you, you don't know how much this can really launch your business.
Absolutely.
And inspire others along the way, of course, because that's what we do.
Yes. So like we said, to close it out, start your month off strong. Go back to your why. Believe in your why. And let's kick butt. Don't wait till the end of the month for a contest to roll around. Do it now. Schedule those one-on-ones. Schedule those businesses that want to do Neon. I'm looking at you, Didi. Schedule all of those things now. Don't wait till the end of the month. Yes, psychologically, the end of the month is when people usually tend to make the decision. But guess what? It takes between 6 and 12 exposures for them. Hi, Bella. It takes 6 to 12 exposures for you to actually close a person out. So remember that. The more exposure you get to the person, the better that it's going to be at the end of the month. If that's what's going to go, if it's now, get them now. Whenever they are ready, get them in. Get them in as a customer, get them in as a promoter, where they get them in.
Where they fit in.
Where they fit in.
Tell me, if you didn't hear that from Rachel Jackson, you got to listen to those daily power calls. They're amazing. I'll put the link after the call in our Team Buy for Life group. So in case you haven't heard about the daily power calls, you got to listen to them.
Don't forget, your one action from this tonight is goals. Set your goals for this month. Peak UV, GQV, customers you want to enroll, promoters you want to enroll. I mean, it doesn't matter. You want to lose 10 pounds by the end of the month. Whatever the goal is that you have, you always want to have at least one personal goal and one business goal. So set both of those and set them. And then if you want to get any help with it for this month, send us a message. Alicia and I, send us a message. We'll set up a welcome to month call. We have to do these within the next 48 hours. So within the next 24 hours, make sure you send us that message, preferably tonight, so we can set everyone up for their times.
We can knock it out. An accountability if you want to do that.
No, I think it'd be better one-on-one.
Okay, one-on-one. Okay.
Yeah. All right, guys.
Accountability.
You guys have a great night. Enjoy your vacation, those people that are on vacation, and we look forward to hearing from you soon, everybody.
Thank you all for jumping on.
Take care.
Appreciate it. Love you guys.
Bye.
Bye, guys.